This episode of Updates with Brandon Newsman is brought to you by Shirts. Shirts. Every kiss begins with K, and every day begins with shirt. All right, we are in here, out here, all day, every day. Okay, we dropping it on Thursday, because guess what? This is a vacation podcast. Okay, we are on the way out. Women's World Cup is taking over Fox. I need to watch my volume because they got meetings over here in the next door, and these walls is thin, okay, out in LA. Is y'all apartment complex, y'all walls thin, Donnie?
Very much so.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Right? It's
Insulation is not needed out here,
Yeah.
therefore it sounds also travel more freely.
And shouts out to all the dogs that live in LA.
Babies.
Hey, you
too.
have one, man. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, trust me. And I yell at them. I say, you are an apartment dog. You are not allowed to do this. Welcome. This is Updates with Brandon Newsman, episode 94.5. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for being there with us. We are here midday because we got to get up out of here. Me in Alaska.
You in Alaska?
Me in Alaska about to fly to Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, we've been looking up, Michelle's been looking up what to do in Alaska, and all the things says like wear layers. There's so many layers for everything you do, and it's only gonna be like 40 to 50 degrees out there, but 19 hours of daylight because of the weird summertime.
Can get a lot done.
It's going to be crazy and very weird. But it says layer. Everything's they layer up. So Michelle and I was like, I'm going to call it Alaska to everyone in Alaska and wait to get corrected. It's like, oh, what do you do here in Alaska? It's like, what's Alaska?
Where are you guys from?
Yeah,
Is that
this
the
is our
name
first
of
time
the
visiting
podcast,
Alaska.
dude?
We love Alaska. And I love layers too. So shouts out to layers and shirts. Talking about the base layers. Hey, guys. Game 6 of the NBA Finals is today. I might be on a plane watching it. I've downloaded all the apps I can, all the Wi-Fi. I wish I had T-Mobile like Joy so I can get the Wi-Fi for free. Shouts out to service providers.
Can't get it in your home, but you can get it wherever you travel.
Exactly. Before we get to Game 6 tonight, we got to close the door on Game 5, and all the action, all the attention, all the headlines, all the eyeballs are on Kevin Durant. Ironically, because he has Tupac tattooed on him, all eyes on him. Just pulled that out the butt.
Yep.
Okay. He announced that he, in fact, did rupture his Achilles. They're looking at a 300-day recovery time, thinking February or March. Everyone, all the speculation about where he's going to go is not as important as how he is doing, him getting back, him getting to another true MVP basketball form. We're here for KD's recovery, especially if it means that the Warriors are going to fight hard for their brother in the last game in the Oracle Arena,
Win for
period.
KD. Win for KD.
Get it to Game 7 so we can get some more basketball, okay? Let's get into the game. Y'all, let me tell you, this is one of the more highly anticipated NBA Finals games, basketball games that I've been a part of in my 29 years of existence. I was in the gym. Multiple people that work at my apartment complex came through talking to me about the game. A lot of people are excited and anticipating this game because we don't know what we're going to get. We just saw Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I'm light-skinned, but I'm still a dark figure. Yes, those guys put fear in the heart of NBA fans.
And ironically, Drake, but yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Isn't it it's a small world? Yeah. But those guys have been on a tear. They shot the ball lights out in Game 5, which is the reason why they won by 1 point. And everyone is saying that those guys can't do it again. There's no evidence why they would not be able to. This is the last game in Oracle. The thought of the Toronto Raptors winning their first NBA Finals
Inconceivable.
in Oracle after the last 4 years of basketball that we've seen from Golden State Warriors led by Steph Curry and Steve Kerr and the remnants of the Mark Jackson classes. Listen, it's hard for me to bet against the Warriors in this spot, and I'm aware that Pascal Siakam could come in and drop 30. I'm aware that Kawhi could come in and have another great game. I'm aware that Van Fleet can light it up. I'm aware that Danny Green can light it up. But there's too many variables. Obviously, by the time you might listen to this, you know what happened. But I'm okay being wrong on this one. I think the Warriors win. We get a Game 7. It's what we all want. It's what we all need. We got a Game 7 with the NHL Finals. Shouts out to the St. Louis Blues winning their first Was their first? I think it was their first.
I just heard that they had won, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and they beat the Bruins, so get up out of here, Boston teams. Like, we can't have y'all win all of them. Okay.
Not all of them.
Okay, appreciate you. But the system is set up right now for the Warriors to come out victorious, but the Raptors are simply a better team. So regardless of what happens, we're going to have an entertaining game tonight. I'm going to be watching on my phone. A lot of people are going to be moving around. This is something to lock in, give all your attention to, and this is the fate of the NBA season.
Yeah, and it's either one step closer to Steph and Clay, like proving that they're a dynasty, and that with Draymond, and that this is super duper real, or potentially the end. So this is it's the best show on TV already, the Warriors, but it's must watch TV on the line against the Raptors in Oracle.
It's hard to disagree and obviously today I'm seeing on social media. Throwback Thursday, shouts out to social media taking over our lives, of Steve Kerr taking the shot from Jordan, giving an epic speech in the Bulls parade ceremony. Like, it just feels like it's the Warriors' game to lose, and they don't do that often. But I think it is important to mention that the Raptors are 3-0 this year at Oracle, and every time that they've won that game, they've taken it from them. And they're pretty good at that, and they're pretty good at locking in because their star is their hardest worker, and everyone feeds off of Kawhi Leonard and his quiet ass and eats bushels of apples. I hope that story's true. We get some evidence of some cores popping up as evidence for that.
Hey, ask Rob Pelinka if it's true or not.
Ooh, guys, we are sports and we're funny. We're just good. We're good. That was good. In more superstar free agent NBA news, Kyrie Irving has decided to opt out. He will not be joining the Boston Celtics and will be a free agent this upcoming summer. And he has dropped his agent and signed with Roc Nation, making he and Kevin Durant teammates in some way, shape, or form.
And sort of in New York, too, maybe, because is Roc
this
Nation
kinda
based there? Probably,
yes.
is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now, what I love about this is because I think the NBA and these big corporations and how these movements happen is becoming more FUBU-ish. If you guys remember FUBU, for us, by us, continued fame via Shark Tank. The fruition of Jay-Z owning a agency for athletes and talent in general, and big stars like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving joining them, opposed with LeBron James's homie Rich Paul up in the mix, running things as well as an agency. I love it. It's we were talking about this before. It's as important to be inspired by the things you see growing up as it is to aspire to do something great yourself. And that's honestly the only reason we're talking to you guys right now. Like the three of us individual.
We're reaching for sure.
Yes, it's an insatiable. We want more. We want the content. We want to get better. And y'all watching us throw up reps, and we 13 for 27. Okay, now Kyrie Irving making moves makes things interesting for the Boston Celtics because that still is a potential landing spot for Anthony Davis. I say that they have the most pieces to acquire Anthony Davis, and with the next year being weird in itself with KD being out, we're looking at another one of those quiet out and who's the best. We really don't know because everyone's not there and healthy type deals. Anyways, figured it was worth mentioning. If you were on social media yesterday, random pictures of Kyrie kept popping up with the exact same information. So you know what? These are updates, and that's your update. This is all that. This is all that. TLC. Shouts out to TLC. Shouts out to Dan Schneider. Shouts out to Nickelodeon, the GOAT. We had the Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network debate in the comments a couple weeks back. I still don't know the answer to that, but guess what? All that is back. Lori Beth Denberg.
Hey.
Josh Peck. You know what I mean? Amanda Bynes. Nick Cannon. Like, let's not forget the GOATs
was on there.
that came from all that. And the GOATs that will come. I actually auditioned for all that in Louisville as a child.
What?
I had a follow-up interview to go to Florida, and then my mother and I, we didn't go. We decided not to go, so I always feel like I missed my opportunity. Like, I started playing football, but then all the time I was supposed to be on, like, Kid SNL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that is coming back this Saturday. Make sure you watch. I will be watching. I hope the adult weird humor or whatever the things, like, imagine the jokes we didn't even get back in the day. Gabriel Iglesias is an All That alum.
Hell yeah.
I had no idea.
Come on, guys. Like, these are goats in the game. All that's coming back. Like, watch the young kids of the future. You know what I mean? Maybe follow them on Instagram. I don't know what y'all do in these Instagram streets, but talent is coming. Shouts out to Lori Beth Denberg. Shouts out to whoever's bringing all that back. I think one of my friends is actually working for the show. Based on Black was on that day.
Hey, Donnie put together an excellent list.
The musical guests
musical
were
guests.
legendary.
It's on the computer in front of you.
Okay.
Just share with for the people
Okay,
a few of the musical guests that were on the seminary program. All that.
These are the people that graced all that stage. The last segment, you couldn't turn the channel. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
You couldn't
Yep.
turn the
Very
channel.
fair.
TLC, obviously, the GOAT's theme song. The Brat, Craig Mack, Brandy, Aaliyah, Coolio, who then made the theme song for Keenan and Kel. And I might just go ahead and put an Instagram video out of me rapping that theme song for promotion for this episode. Usher, Blackstreet, Soul for Real.
Candy Rain.
Woo! That's what I was hearing when y'all came in.
Right,
Hey,
yeah.
Naughty by Nature, Monica, Run DMC, Escape, LL Cool J, Montel Jordan, Tribe Called Quest, Drew Hill, 112, Nas, Ray J. In the club. You know what I'm talking about?
In the club.
Gaze your eyes. I'm talking about blind. You love Vegas lights. Never on the scene without my team. Cali, Sticky Green. It's on and popping. DJs rocking.
Oh.
Chickens is watching.
Hey.
It's on tonight.
It's on tonight.
If you
Had a
never
long day, yo.
Yes.
You just burned just pay, bro.
Pocket full of pesos. It's on tonight. Oh, wait a minute. That's what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hey.
That's just Brandy.
Wait a minute.
That's just Brandy, little brother.
Bro, they were playing that so much in 2001 on Detroit radio. Heavy D. Shouts out to Heavy D. My dad did security for Heavy D back in the day.
Go to work.
In LA. Shaq
that-
rapped.
Yep, and then at a separate time on a later season, they also had Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter. That's how I beat Shaq.
Yeah, he
I actually know
did
House
not.
Party. I know that whole thing too.
Come on,
Aaron's
man.
Party.
That's what he performed.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Of
Hey,
course he
but
did.
are we going-
Erica Badu. But
Are we going to the pop-up?
Good Burger pop up in West Hollywood.
Man, we're lucky to be here. Huh?
July 10th. We are there. I am getting my resume ready. Like, I'm trying to work a Good Burger. I really am. And I want to taste a Good Burger. And I
Smash a
pray
Good Burger.
to God. I pray to God. They have a opposing burger joint.
I'm telling you, on Santa Monica, there is an Astro Burger across the street from a Fat Burger. The Fat Burger building kind of looks like Mondo Burger, and the Astro Burger has that classic Good Burger look. That's got to be the spot.
Dude, the insight
Mondo
that you get on this
Burger.
podcast.
Home
when
of the
it
big
comes
booty
to-
burger.
Yeah.
Home of the big booty burger. Sinbad. That's what he said. It's time to check the tape. All right. We are in Check the Tape. Guys, Joy was talking about the Anthony Davis trade. I was saying that they need to hold their pieces. The Pelicans need to hold their pieces close to their chests. But Joy's right, as she usually is. They're trying to make a trade soon. It could happen this weekend. Joy, talk to the people about what's going on with AD.
He is definitely going to get traded. And I think that this is going to be the most impactful movement of a superstar
I think
because
he's gonna-
of what just happened to KD.
He's going to get traded, but I don't think he's going to get traded before February.
No, I think he is because the draft is next week and they want to know what their pieces are that they're going to get. And if they're going to trade for a draft piece in this particular draft, like the number 4 pick, they want to be able to make that pick, not have the Lakers make that pick for them and then be comfortable with whoever it is. Because I think everyone agrees after the number 3 pick in this draft, we don't really know what we're getting from each person.
I'm not everyone, but I continue, please.
Okay,
There's other
well,
people in the draft
most
other
people
than
feel like
three
there are
people.
3 locks in this draft.
Right.
They're the top 3 picks.
It's fair.
That's Zion, John Morant, and RJ Barrett. And from there, you can move it around. So if you are getting the number 4 pick from the Lakers, you want to be able to move that around yourself. So I think that they're going to get this done before the draft next week. And they have to get it done quickly if that's the case.
Why?
So, because the draft, like I just said. Well, that's not true. I mean, sometimes there's fake news, and I think this is fake news. I'm calling fake news on this.
On EVP David Griffin, you calling fake news? Okay.
I'm calling David Griffin is just David Griffin putting out fake news on this. I don't think the Knicks have the pieces. Now, they want an all-star, a player that has the potential to, a young player that has the potential to be an all-star, and 2 first-round picks. I think that's a haul for Anthony Davis.
Greedy. Yes.
Maybe it's just that. Look, it's just that Anthony Davis has not been able to lead his team to anything of note. So I think that's just too much for Anthony Davis. I understand Anthony Davis is very young and he hasn't had a whole lot of talent around him, and he has been in New Orleans, which up until this point didn't have the best management. But I don't know. The point is, I don't think that the Knicks have the draft pieces anymore, unless they're going to give the number 3 pick for Anthony Davis.
And they said they don't
want to do all
that
because they already did something similar to that for Carmelo Anthony, and we all know how that turned out. So because of what happened with KD and the injury, I think Kawhi is going to end up staying in Toronto now. KD is going to end up staying in Golden State because of the injury. I don't think that Jimmy Butler is better than Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm more interested in getting that done than I am enticing Jimmy Butler to come here, and I also think Jimmy Butler's going to end up staying. So there's some other big free agents out there. Kemba's out there, Chris Middleton, but this is the move, Boogie. But this is the move that I think the Lakers should make, and I think they should be aggressive about it. I don't think they should give up what they were originally going to give up, obviously, but the number 4 pick is good for me, and I would like for them to be able to hold on to Lonzo and Kuzma in this spot if they can make that work.
Okay, the love affair with Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers and Rich Paul and the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers just proves how beautiful Los Angeles Lakers is and Los Angeles is, despite the mess and the drama surrounding it. Superstars still want to come. The biggest superstar, Anthony Davis, still wants to come more than anything. And the Pelicans are saying, we need more than what y'all are willing to give. So the Chicago Bulls are now reported to be in the mix of the trade rumors. And as I said in the podcast to this week, the Pelicans are looking for a multi-team deal to get this thing done. So here's a proposed trade with the Bulls included. The Pelicans would get Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, Levine, the Bulls' 7th overall pick, and the Lakers' unprotected 2021 pick. The Bulls will get Lonzo Ball, the Lakers' number 4 overall pick, and Solomon Hill. All that so the Lakers get Anthony Davis. I'm not okay with losing Kuzma. I'm not okay with losing Lonzo. I'm not going to mention how I feel about Josh Hart because you got to take your feelings away from these trades eventually as fans of the thing. And if you're getting a star like Anthony Davis, that's the new skeleton of your team. You're not thinking about all these ancillary characters that are running around shooting the ball, trying to get in the rhythm like the Lakers have been dealing with the last 2 to 3 seasons.
Josh Hart's like the sternum or something?
Yeah, the Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Shouts out to his Adam's apple. But LeBron's boy Rich Paul on the cover of Sports Illustrated talking about kingmakers. They about to make big moves. At the end of the day, Anthony Davis is probably going to be happy. LeBron James is going to be happy. Laker fans are going to be whatever. Lonzo, I don't see how the Los Angeles Lakers get Anthony Davis and keep both Kuzma and Lonzo Ball on their team. If that can happen, then I'm worried about what's to come in the farther future. Because we got to be giving up something that could build the team later on.
I think you got to choose. The Lakers are going to have to choose the one player out of Lonzo, Ingram, and Kuzma that they really want to keep, and the rest of the people got to go. But it doesn't seem that the Lakers, Magic chose none of them.
Well, the
Genie wanted Kuz. They got to figure out which one of those 3 guys is their guy. Right. It's going to be the 3rd guy. Because if it's Bron and AD, who's the 3rd guy? They think, is Kemba Walker the 3rd guy? So then you need a 4th guy. So
I think even as much as I love Lonzo, I think a Kuzma, Anthony Davis, LeBron trio.
Nasty size.
Kuzma can shoot the ball. He had a off 3-point year this last year, but the guy can shoot. It's going to be tough regardless.
I don't know if I got the pieces.
At the end of the day, this update podcast, Anthony Davis could have got traded by the time you heard this. Guess what? I am King Comments. I almost mess that up almost every time. The words escape me. It's insane to me that I even have a job where I talk.
It comes out good though. Like,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it ends up.
It always comes out good. You're overthinking.
Literally throwing feces at a wall. Okay, we are in the comments of episode 94. KD sacrificed and the Warriors survived. Up on Facebook, you guys watch it, comment. I see y'all in there. Oh, we lost Heller. He had to go to the Speak for Yourself versus the Herd basketball game out in these streets. We competitive in real life. Ain't no off days. You feel me?
It's real.
Okay. All right. Shouts out to Curtis23. What's up, John? And shouts and his avatar and picture avatars are important because we see him. We talk about it's a representation of yourself via the World Wide Web. This guy is leaning on one of two cars parked right next to each other in a storage facility. Just want to put that out there. Shouts out to storage facilities and storage wars. Sometimes you got to leave some stuff and it can't come with you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like anti-hoarding. You're doing a service.
Yeah. And just the thought process of being able to stay there every now and then, like a little den. Kawhi's a robot. Feel that. Early podcast. I'm down for that. I don't know what you're talking about, Nate K. Same time. Kyle Lowry sucks. Popular opinion stand. Ooh, I like Flex Luthor. We give Flex Luthor some love, so, and obviously talking about the 31 plus years people that we would fight in the podcast. Shouts out to Joy and Chris Jenner getting at it. Shouts out to me and Vin Rames getting at it. Flex Luthor says to address who I would fight, who was 31 years older than me, I would do a tag team wrestling match with Mankind versus another 23-year-old and The Undertaker since they're both 54. I like that.
That's strong.
I like the concept of it, of a tag team older match. And you guys would get washed. And I'm sorry for giving you that energy. People just give me that energy because they was like, oh, you can't handle Vin Rames. It's like, it's a battle. Sometimes fear leads you to do things that you didn't think you would be able to do. Shouts out to the Golden State Warriors and whatever they do tonight. Moving on. Props to Brandon, willingness to take on Vin Rames. Clash of the Titans. You damn Skippy.
Called you a Titan.
We would be really in there. Joy's great, most beautiful woman on the planet. Shouts out. I love the petty crown. I'm 22, so I'm dropping Steve Kerr for my man KD. Ooh. Kerr got dropped a couple times. Joy made some amazing points this episode. Episode. You subscribed, ain't you? Okay.
Come on, Andre.
Okay, at point Channing Banks put at 42.50. Everybody gonna go, ooh. Somebody said that.
That was in reference to you getting bear slapped by Vin Rames. World star.
Yes, Joy did say that. They can say that, and I'm gonna come back with, they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know when that ooh followed by the oh, right? Like they're back to back, like ooh,
yeah.
It's always that come back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know what's exciting yet. You don't know until you hit you. I really want to fight Vin Rames now. I was gonna say, like,
I know all this hype. I'm visualizing it. I have visualized it for days. I'm ready to see it.
I'm like thinking, like, should I call up some of my football buddies just to, like, start wrestling with them in
happen.
preparation to fight Vin Rames later on down the road? I wanted to get to him, but I'm trying to see him. You feel me?
You gotta stay ready.
Stephen Nelson, one of the last comments about an hour ago, said, I don't normally disagree with Joy, but the most overplayed song is Pharrell's Happy. Think about it. See, it was a banger.
And the problem is when you think about it, it automatically gets stuck in your head.
Ooh, yeah, because I'm not happy right now.
Yeah,
just thinking about it in my head.
The reverse.
And then thinking about the Minions and the hats and the Arby's coupons. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But guess what? We about to be up out of here. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Updates for Brandon Newsman. We're not going to be here on Tuesday. We're going to drop some stuff for y'all next Friday. We're going to be in there in your uploads. Just tell your friends. Shouts out to vacation. Shouts out to some time off. Shouts out to letting your hair down. Okay? We're going to be in Alaska. Balling, Michelle, chilling, a bunch of Airbnbs, cold, warm, bright, sunny. I love y'all. We out. Peace.